Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video here around the subject of material information, which I genuinely believe is the new gold rush for property professionals. And what do I mean by that? Well, in this video, I really want to address conveyancers, estate agents, and their mutual clients, buyers and sellers, because there is a real, at the moment, a real delay in getting transactions across the line, and it's causing many frustrations for home buyers and sellers. Deals are taking far too long. I was talking to an estate agent literally yesterday who is telling me that it's practically 6 months now from offer to exchange, which is just too long. And we all know the longer that a deal goes on for, the higher the likelihood is of that deal falling apart. And so the reason why I think, and I passionately believe, that material information is the new gold rush in the property world is because, first of all, it's being mandated by law. But secondly, if you look at the practical application of material information, it is designed to do a lot of the legwork, a lot of the data gathering right at the very start of the transaction. So for what that means from a seller's perspective, particularly, is most sellers don't necessarily appreciate the real advantage of having all of that information ready to go from day one. But if you were to go to an auction, if you were to sell your property at auction, the reason why properties sell so quickly in a reduced timeline is because all the information is available at the start in the form of an auction pack. Okay. And so applying that same logic to the home buying and selling market, to me, it seems absolutely crazy that buyers and sellers aren't demanding material information right from the get-go. So think about all that work that would normally be done between when you make an offer on a property that's acceptable, all the way through to exchange of contracts, all that legal bit, all that data gathering. It's at least 35 days, I believe the statistics are, it delays between an offer being accepted and searches being ordered. And then apparently there's another 56 days minimum between the searches arriving back and then completion of the property deal. So by having the searches available right at the very start, for example, you are cutting out an enormous amount of time waiting around for information to come back and everything else, which is why I think it's so vital to do that. But that's just a part of the process. And one of the most shocking things for me over the course of the last couple of weeks is speaking to a number of law firm partners and directors. They had no clue that material information was even a thing, right? And this has been mandated for the last couple of years by trading standards previously. Now it's been taken over by the Competitions and Markets Authority, the CMA, and I do believe we're going to see some heavy-handed fines coming into play early part of 2026. That's what's going to drive the market into compliance. There'll be, unfortunately, a few estate agents who will fall by the wayside because they'll be fined out of existence, but that's just the way it is. They've had a couple of years to prepare. But where this opportunity is a gold rush as far as the estate agents and conveyancers are concerned, as well as their mutual clients, is that it facilitates fast track completions of properties. Okay, so we can reduce the time frame of what is now currently 6 months right down to weeks or probably even days at some point. Okay, so that's why I genuinely believe agents and conveyancers should be now collaborating and putting together material information, put together your report on title earlier on, work alongside the estate agent. So the estate agent's getting you through the door earlier on in the process so that they can talk to their client and recommend your services because you're helpful, you're happy to do some early legal investigation work on the file before a buyer's even shown up. That way the estate agent knows they can actually sell the property, because believe it or not, some properties get to acceptable offer stage, they're getting to the legal process, and then the deal falls apart because there's a problem with the legal title that should have been resolved years ago, but it wasn't. And it should have been resolved when the property went on the market, but it wasn't. And the estate agent spent months marketing that property only to find out that they can't sell it. But worse, from the buyer and seller's point of view, they will have invested at least £3,500 in legal costs, survey costs, valuation fees, mortgage broker fees ad infinitum to find out that they can't move. Okay. Now that's a bit of a disappointment if you think about it, but the unfortunate part about it that happens in the property market is everybody thinks it's never going to happen to them. Okay, so I would encourage you all to start working together, collaborating. We're happy to help as much as we possibly can from our side, but this is now law. It's something that agents and conveyancers should be doing. They should be working together really to make it happen. There is far more possibility of increase fees for fast track conveyancing because clients want to pay away the pain. Okay, and some of you might be thinking, yeah, but Silas, honestly, they tried HIPs, but HIPs didn't really work, and they were gotten rid of very quickly on in the process. Why is this going to be any different? Well, I think you have to look at the enforcement aspect of it, which is the CMA. Obviously, nobody's got a crystal ball, nobody can predict the future, but I genuinely believe, and the rumors that I'm hearing are that this is going to come in heavy-handed into the early part of 2026. So if you want to run the risk of a fine, something that could put you out of business, the loss of your redress scheme, by all means carry on. Ignore what I'm saying. Live and die by the sword. If that's your approach to life, that's fine. But I genuinely feel that those that want to do it right, they want to do it professionally, then you're going to be doing things right from the start. You're going to be embracing material information, and you're going to be helping your clients fast track their deals through to completion. Okay, and if you're thinking there, well, what if I do start helping my clients with material information and I'm running up costs and it makes no difference to the timescale? Well, my view is you're working with the wrong professionals if that's the case. Literally, I was talking to a couple of conveyancers yesterday, and they are hatching a plan to get conveyancing done in days rather than months. And it's perfectly possible. It's perfectly possible with the structure that we've shown them through WiggyWam. But that's up to you guys if you want to embrace that or not, or whether you're happy waiting for 6 months for your money, and whether your clients are happy waiting 6 months for their move. Nobody that I've spoken to is happy with the way things are. So it's up to us to embrace the change and make that a reality. But that's it for now, guys. Just wanted to shoot that quick video. Hope that's useful. Happy to help at any point. Feel free to shoot me an email or drop me a comment below, and I'll help you as much as we possibly can. All right, guys. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.